What if the reason you feel tired isn't because life is hard, but because life has become too full? Too many choices, too many notifications, too many expectations, too much noise competing for your attention every single day. Modern life promises convenience, yet somehow leaves us exhausted. We chase productivity, but lose peace. We collect possessions, but misplace contentment. We stay constantly connected, yet feel quietly disconnected from ourselves. But centuries before smartphones, deadlines, and endless scrolling, Japanese monks discovered something different. They learned that happiness does not come from adding more to life, but from gently removing what is unnecessary. Inside quiet temples, surrounded by simplicity, discipline, and nature, these monks developed lessons that still feel revolutionary today. Lessons not about escaping the world, but about living within it calmly. Today, we explore 5 Japanese monk lessons for a simpler life teachings that can help you slow down, clear mental clutter, and rediscover peace in ordinary moments. And you may realize, simplicity is not about having less. It is about needing less. Japanese monastic traditions, especially those influenced by Zen Buddhism, are not built on luxury or excess. Monks live with few possessions. Their days follow rhythms shaped by mindfulness rather than urgency. They sweep floors slowly, prepare meals carefully, sit quietly for long periods doing, seemingly, nothing. To outsiders, this life appears restrictive, but monks describe it differently. They describe freedom. Freedom from comparison, freedom from endless desire, freedom from mental chaos. Their teachings are not meant only for temples. They were always intended for ordinary people, farmers, workers, families, and now even those living in crowded cities and digital worlds. These 5 lessons are simple in appearance, yet each carries profound psychological wisdom. Let us begin with the first lesson. Lesson 1. Remove before you add. Modern culture teaches improvement through accumulation. If you feel overwhelmed, buy a planner. If you feel tired, download a productivity app. If you feel unhappy, pursue another goal. If life feels slow, speed it up. We are taught that progress comes from addition, more tools, more knowledge, more optimization. But Japanese monks begin from a quieter insight. Before adding anything, remove something. Inside Zen temples, monks clean constantly, not hurriedly, not resentfully, but attentively. A monk may spend long minutes sweeping a path already clean to the eye. To outsiders, this seems unnecessary. But the cleaning is not about dirt. It is about awareness. Dust appears slowly, almost invisibly. Day by day, particles settle until clarity disappears without anyone noticing when it happened. The same is true of life. Clutter rarely arrives dramatically. It accumulates quietly. One extra commitment, one unnecessary purchase, one obligation accepted out of guilt, one habit kept long after it stopped serving you. Soon, the mind feels heavy, yet nothing seems obviously wrong. Monks understand that external disorder reflects internal tension. A crowded room subtly pulls at attention. The brain continuously processes unfinished visual information, creating background stress. Likewise, a crowded schedule leaves no psychological space for rest. We often try to solve exhaustion by adding recovery activities, vacations, entertainment, distractions. But monks ask a different question. What created the exhaustion in the first place? Instead of asking, "What else do I need?" they ask, "What can I release?" Release unnecessary possessions that demand maintenance. Release conversations that revolve around comparison. Release digital noise that fragments attention. Release expectations that were never truly yours. Subtraction restores clarity. Imagine your life as a garden. If you only plant new seeds without removing weeds, growth becomes suffocation. Simplicity is not emptiness. It is space. Space for attention, rest, creativity, and meaning. Even emotionally, removal matters. Let go of replaying old mistakes. Let go of imagined future fears. Let go of measuring your life against invisible standards. Peace often appears not when something new enters life, but when something unnecessary leaves it. And monks practice this gently. Not through sudden renunciation, not through dramatic change, but through small daily acts of release. One object, one obligation, one thought pattern. Over time, subtraction becomes liberation. Lesson 2. Do one thing completely. A monk sweeping a garden sweeps only the garden. No music playing, no multitasking, no mental rehearsal of tomorrow's problems. Just movement and breath. This appears simple, almost too simple to matter. Yet in modern life, undivided attention has become rare. We eat while watching screens, work while checking messages, relax while worrying about unfinished tasks. Our attention is constantly split, and the mind never fully arrives anywhere. Psychologists call this continuous partial attention, a state where the brain remains alert but never satisfied. Japanese monks discovered long ago what science now confirms. Fragmented attention creates inner restlessness. When attention is divided, experiences lose depth. Meals are eaten without taste. Conversations occur without presence. Even rest fails to restore energy. Monastic training reverses this habit. Every action becomes complete in itself. When cooking, there is only cooking. When walking, only walking. When breathing, only breathing. This transforms ordinary activities into meditation. Meditation is not escaping life. It is entering life completely. Completeness changes perception. A single sip of tea becomes vivid. Footsteps become rhythmic. Silence becomes noticeable instead of uncomfortable. When attention gathers in one place, the nervous system relaxes. The brain stops juggling unfinished loops of thought. Anxiety decreases because nothing competes for awareness. You realize something surprising. Life feels rushed not because time moves faster but because attention is scattered. Presence slows subjective time. Moments expand. You do not need fewer responsibilities. You need fuller presence within each responsibility. Try washing dishes slowly. Feel the temperature of water. Hear the sound of movement. Notice breathing. The task does not change, but your relationship to the task transforms. Monks believe peace hides inside ordinary actions, waiting for full attention to reveal it. Lesson 3. Accept impermanence. One of the most profound teachings in Japanese philosophy is the acceptance of impermanence, the understanding that everything exists in transition. Nothing stays fixed. Morning becomes evening. Summer becomes winter. Strength becomes fragility. Rather than resisting this reality, monks contemplate it daily. In Japan, cherry blossoms are celebrated not despite their short life, but because of it. Their beauty is intensified by disappearance. People gather beneath blooming trees knowing the petals will soon fall. This awareness creates gratitude instead of attachment. Modern life often seeks permanence, permanent success, permanent identity, permanent certainty. We try to freeze moments that were never meant to stay still, and suffering begins when reality refuses to obey our expectations. Monks observe change without resistance. They watch thoughts arise and fade during meditation. They notice emotions shift like weather patterns. Sadness arrives, stays briefly, and leaves. Joy arrives, shines brightly, and also leaves. Nothing remains long enough to define us permanently. Understanding impermanence softens fear. Failure becomes temporary. Pain becomes temporary. Even confusion becomes temporary. Life becomes less frightening when you realize no state lasts forever. Acceptance does not mean indifference. It means participation without clinging. You appreciate relationships more deeply because they are finite. You value ordinary days because they will not repeat endlessly. Impermanence turns moments into treasures. A simple life is not stable because nothing changes. It is peaceful because change is welcomed. Lesson 4. Find richness in routine. Many people associate simplicity with boredom, but monks demonstrate the opposite. Their lives follow steady rhythms. Wake before sunrise. Meditate. Clean shared spaces. Prepare meals. Work quietly. Rest early. To an outsider, repetition looks limiting. Yet repetition creates depth. When routines become stable, The mind stops wasting energy on endless decisions. Modern life demands constant choosing. What to wear, what to watch, what to eat, what to prioritize. Each decision consumes mental energy. Monks reduce unnecessary choices so awareness can expand elsewhere. Routine becomes a container for peace. Predictability calms the nervous system. The brain no longer scans constantly for novelty or threat. Within repetition, subtle details emerge. The same path looks different each morning. The same tea tastes slightly new each day. The same silence reveals changing emotions. Familiarity sharpens perception. Instead of chasing stimulation, monks cultivate sensitivity. Modern culture equates excitement with fulfillment, but endless novelty creates exhaustion. Routine restores balance. It creates a rhythm where life flows instead of rushes. Over time, ordinary days stop feeling ordinary. They feel sufficient, and sufficiency is deeply calming. Lesson 5. Want less. Experience more. Perhaps the most challenging lesson monks teach is this: desire expands endlessly, unless understood. Modern systems thrive on dissatisfaction. Advertising quietly tells us we are incomplete without improvement. A better phone, a better lifestyle, a better version of ourselves. Contentment is postponed into the future. I will relax when. I will be happy after. But monks reverse this logic. They train satisfaction now. They eat simple meals slowly, tasting each bite fully. They wear modest robes without comparison. They live in small spaces without longing for excess. This is not deprivation. It is intentional sufficiency. When wanting decreases, perception sharpens. You notice sunlight entering a room. You notice breathing calming the body. You notice conversations more deeply. Gratitude becomes natural because attention is no longer distracted by endless craving. Desire itself is not the problem. Unexamined desire is. When wants multiply faster than appreciation, life feels empty regardless of abundance. But when appreciation grows, even small experiences feel rich. Simplicity reveals an unexpected truth. Joy is not created by possessing more. It is revealed by needing less. A simpler life does not shrink your world. It allows you to finally experience the world you already have. These teachings are not meant only for monasteries. You can begin today. Remove one unnecessary item from your environment. Do one daily activity without distraction. Accept one change instead of resisting it. Create one calming routine. Practice gratitude for one ordinary moment. Small actions reshape perception, and perception reshapes life. Japanese monks do not escape reality. They engage with it differently. Slowly, intentionally, peacefully. The world will likely not slow down. Technology will continue evolving. Responsibilities will remain. Noise will exist. But simplicity does not depend on the world becoming quieter. It depends on becoming quieter within the world. Japanese monks remind us that peace is not hidden somewhere far away. It is revealed when excess falls away, when attention returns to the present, when enough finally feels like enough. A simpler life is not smaller. It is clearer. And clarity allows joy to appear where stress once lived. If this video helped you slow your thoughts even for a moment, take that feeling with you today. Choose one lesson, just one, and practice it gently. Not perfectly, just consistently. Because simplicity is not achieved in a single decision. It is built through small, mindful choices repeated over time. If you enjoyed this exploration of Japanese wisdom and mindful living, subscribe for more videos on philosophy, calm living, and timeless lessons that help us live with greater intention. And before you leave, tell me in the comments, which of these monk lessons felt most relevant to your life right now? Until next time, slow down, breathe deeply, and remember, sometimes the path forward begins by carrying less,